What's that?
Are you ringed up?
Oh, no. Sorry, forgot it.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
no evil shall escape my sight.
But those who worship evil's might,
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light.
Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I'll never hear this. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core, it is.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master Woodsman himself.
This is me. I'm Matt.
And
Timber.
I know it's a big night. We have a special guest. You probably never heard her on this podcast, Miss Lil Hellfire.
Hey, y'all. I think like once or twice, maybe.
Well, I think drops get played pretty regularly. So it's almost like you're a regular.
Yes, I wonder which drops get played a lot. I don't know.
Suck it, Connor. I'm so sorry, Matthew. Don't hold it against me.
No,
I drink. I don't hold it against me. All right, so let's tease Will because he gets all his comics at the end of the month in a big box. Green Lantern 7 came out.
Ooh.
John Stewart gets some weird flashbacks about when the armies of Apocalypse and New Genesis met, and they met the Guardians, who were still early Guardians, I guess. So I don't know if there's.
That sounds interesting. Yeah, according to there was an interview with it was with Jeff Thorne and both the artists Tom Rainey and Marco Santucci. I'm probably totally butchering his last name, and I apologize, but. He said that with number 7, they put the pedal down and it's not going to stop till they hit 12. So
nice.
Looking forward to it.
And a new look.
Ooh, that looks like. That's armor. He's wearing armor, right?
I don't know if it's like green energy armor.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we're finally paying off. Yeah, remember he was a Guardian at the end of Mosaic?
What? There was no Mosaic. I don't know what are you talking about?
Yes, I agree with Will.
What?
It was a good, fun, weird series. It's just that DC has totally ignored it for 30 years.
Yeah, because Hal had to throw a temper tantrum and take center stage.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he does.
Yeah, that was like half the issue, and then the other half was the rest. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, Joe and
Simon and
and I think the Far Sector trade came out today. Is that?
I think so. Yeah, I remember that I was saying it was coming out, but yeah, I believe it's out.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've read the first 4, but I don't have number 5, so I've got the rest. I'm gonna wait and read the trade when it hopefully comes in about a week. We'll see how long that takes. But I really like that series. Far Sector was a really, really good series.
Oh yeah.
N.K. Jemisin is a really good writer. She's written a lot of sci-fi stuff that I haven't had a chance to check out yet. But I think she won the Hugo 3 years in a row, which is never been done before. So that's kind of freaking awesome.
Yeah, and not to be confused, kids. This says Kilowog's Last Stand. He does not appear in this issue.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
that means he doesn't get killed, because that would be like the second or third time for him, right?
At least the second, yeah. Boy, who killed him last time, Will?
I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about.
A few weeks ago. Okay.
I'm blocking. Parallax killed him. That's who, Phil. It was Parallax.
I know.
The best version of a certain character, but that's fine.
Oh, you wound me. You wound me.
Wow.
At least he was interesting and not just an arrogant a-hole. So,
I can see the arrogant a-hole part. Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, but he's supposed to be in the Air Force, so I get it. It's in character.
Oh,
He's a pilot.
test pilot. His weaknesses are women and yellow lamps. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, yellow lamps.
Or getting locked.
Wait, what was the yellow? There was another piece of yellow furniture that did him in early. What was it?
Well, the lamp was the first one,
safe?
wasn't it? The first issue. Yeah, remember in
The
Action
safe.
Comics, he got locked in a yellow safe.
I've always been curious about that. Is it just-
Talk about stuff DC doesn't want to remember.
Yeah.
That Action Comics Weekly stuff.
Ugh.
Mm.
Which, hey, we had another female character get brutally murdered in
Oh,
Action Comics. Just
Yes.
for,
It's a long list, buddy.
yeah.
that's the sad part. That's the only thing they want to remember from Action Comics is Cap Matui dying. That's it.
Yeah.
What was that?
All
Like,
the things.
what was that like? There was like wasn't there like 30 or 40 some issues? They're like, yeah, that's all that happened was Cap Matui
Yeah.
got killed in the first
That's
one.
it. Oh, and didn't Hal show up on Oprah? I definitely don't want to remember that.
Malvolio's still out there planning his revenge.
That's right. Absolutely. Going on.
Wait a minute. Is that why Oprah wouldn't be a freaking Waller in Suicide Squad?
I don't know.
She wanted to play herself. All right, so yes, we're recording a little later this week because Matt Kona went on vacation in the woods, which will spawn my newest phrase when I'm going to answer yes to anything really obvious. I'm going to say, yeah, does Matt Kona poop in the woods?
I do.
He held it the whole
Poland.
time. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah.
And when you say he went to the woods, I just want you to know that he did not come to Arkansas. We got a lot of woods, but I'm pretty sure he didn't come to the Arkansas.
No, he didn't come. He didn't come for that Boston pizza down there.
That Boston pizza in Little Rock. That's right.
Why do you think I had to go in the woods? No.
What's our normal refrain? When we think of Boston, we think of pizza.
I thought they were Boston pizza owners.
Boston pizza all over the country except in Boston.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mostly over the country of Canada. But yeah.
I was gonna say, watch there would be like one closer to the Ray than actually Matt.
That would be funny in Australia.
Yeah. Down under.
Oh my God! Speaking of food, we were talking those. I don't know if you read those Scarlet Spider issues, Matt. There was that mobster Jason So, and I made like a General So's joke. Like General So's chicken, and Ray's like, "What's that?"
They don't have Chinese food in
really?
Australia. I'm sure they have Chinese food in Australia.
Well, I was like, okay, I get it. I was like, you don't know about chicken. It's all kangaroo down there, I guess.
Burn.
Nice.
Like the rest of the episode when I mentioned the guy, he's like, oh yeah, the chicken guy, yeah. So that's two, Lilith. He doesn't know General So's and he doesn't know he doesn't know Kool-Aid or the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy.
Down there in that penal colony.
Speaking of which,
eyes on the prize, Lilith. So we usually talk TV or movies or anything, Lilith. Lilith, you watching anything? Well, you watch all kinds of TV.
I assume this is PG-13. Can't pull the shenanigans we pull other places. So no, I have nothing to talk about.
Oh my! Yeah, none of your internet stuff, Lilith.
Stargirl. That's all I can talk about. That's semi-adjacent and relatively relevant.
I'm almost done with the Titans finale that came out today. Got a couple more minutes left on that. Will, where are you at? Are you still working on all the Star Trek series, you and your wife?
No, looking forward to Discovery coming out. November, I think, is when it debuts again. I did notice something pop up in maybe it was a CBR article or something, but the HBO Max Green Lantern series is still quite a ways out. It looks like because it's going to be a while until it actually hits the small screen But
well, we got more important business like Peacemaker and a Penguin prequel. Yeah.
To be fair, got them, PD.
I mean, I get the Batman stuff, but Peacemaker, really? We're gonna do Peacemaker before a Green Lantern series?
Does anybody even still like John Cena? Like, honestly.
Hey, I'm in Massachusetts, and there's more love for him.
That's an outlier. Okay, listen, that whole state's an outlier. Y'all don't count.
Oh.
Wait. Are you saying that you can't see me in the John Cena
Exactly.
statistics?
There he is. He's awake.
I love Ben.
Oh,
wait a minute. No, you're not gonna find one for Hal Jordan. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Did you boys didn't watch Shang-Chi yet, right?
Not yet. Did see Black Widow, and I'm almost finished. I got final episode of What If left.
Oh, nice. But no, I was gonna say I think Shang-Chi hits Disney Plus next month sometime, maybe middle of November.
Oh, cool.
Well, can I just suggest you stop watching Star Trek and just start watching Stargate? That's just my suggestion. I have watched so much Star Trek. I was like, you know what I haven't done?
All of the Stargates.
I was like, dude, it's 10 episodes for the first series. There's 3 other series, 1 main movie and 3 other movies, books, comics, video games. I'm just saying.
It's true. That's very true. I miss when Universe came out. I was really initially disappointed with it because it felt so tonally
cheap
different.
And small.
It felt so tonally different from everything that was before it. But then I read an article that was saying, well, as the series progresses, they were moving up Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The first episode was titled Air, and then Water, and then they finally, and then ultimately they get control of their destiny, which is what Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And I thought that's actually kind of cool because the show got so much better as it went along, and then they left us with the cliffhanger. Thanks.
As you do. Gotta get that. They gotta get that. They gotta get that fan funding back up.
That was only 10 years ago. I don't remember.
Hey, that's still not as bad as Kevin Smith.
Well, they can never get Jason Momoa back now. They couldn't afford it.
They can't afford it. Yeah. Not for Atlantis. No way.
Well,
it's been a long road for him.
That'd be some cross promotion though. Atlanta, him on something Atlantis.
Yes. I wonder what that could be.
All right. Should we get to the big moment?
The big finish.
Hey, well, yeah, that then the first, yeah. All right. So, kids, yes, we've been teasing the refrigerator scene. So let me do the quick synopsis. We can discuss it. Let's see the horror on Matt Kona's face. I think this was his first go around with it.
Oh, why'd y'all do that to him? He doesn't deserve that.
His innocence is gone.
First
Emerald Twilight, now this.
Poor guy.
Glad I'm not the only one getting tortured by Phil around here.
Yeah, we all are. We all are.
Oh, we all know who cracks the whip behind the scenes, Lilith Hellfire. Come on.
I mean, that's just my Catwoman cosplay. That's got nothing to do.
Let's leave the third bedroom out of this, though. All right. So, yes, the infamous issue, the one that forever burned in the memory of Gail Simone, is Green Lantern, Volume 3, number 54 from August.
Forced entry? Come on. I mean, it just...
Yeah, cringe. Writer, Ron Mars. Well, quote-unquote writer, Ron Mars. Pencilers, Steve Carr, Derek Acoin, and Daryl Banks. Man, 3 pencilers. Nobody wanted to be the soul. Inker, Romeo Tango. Colorist, Steve Matson. Letterer, Albert de Guzman. Editors, Kevin Doley and Curtis King. Yes, Forced Entry is the title.
Although, to be fair, it's Kyle, and he kind of forced his way into the Green Lantern canon, so I get it. I get it.
All right. The first two words, say it all, kids. Major Force. Or hey, Lil, I think Matt Kona pointed out something telling last week. He's like, yeah, look what's on his chest, the big MF.
Sure.
Major Force is tasked to retrieve the Green Lantern ring and find everything he can about the glowing green rock. He attacks and kills Alex, stuffing her body in the fridge. Hal comes home, he attacks and hurts Major Force, but suddenly the energy in his ring runs. Finally, that ring runs out.
Runs out of gas.
All right.
Just in time to prevent him from murdering in his first week as Green Lantern. So it's probably a silver lining or a yellow lining.
They just got back together, too. They just got back together. Yeah. I love
She
it.
must have been pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Just the best line though is you didn't think she got in there by herself, did you, idiot?
I know.
That was cold as the inside of the fridge.
This is the one Gail Simone made her bones off of, the website and all. So.
I read somewhere recently, I guess Ron Mars said he planned this from the start. Like the second you see Alex, he's like, he planned to have Major Force kill her from the very beginning.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't make it better.
No, honestly, it doesn't. He basically just, he's like, oh, she's going to be a plot device from day one.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it's the 90s and it's DC and it's still very much a boys club, very much a, how many women can we maim, kill, depower for the, the sake of man pain? Like, honestly, the 90s was trials and tribulations all around for all our male heroes, really.
Oh, yeah, it's 94. They're definitely pandering to the teenage boys. It's like, look, she was willing to have sex with him and she got killed. How? What did kids?
Yeah.
I would like to point out that they didn't do this. Well, they did it multiple times in the past because, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Carol was in a wheelchair for a while. Anyway, but they hadn't done it to him recently. So there you go.
It was about time, the old man pain train coming around.
Yeah. He missed it.
The whole Aricia thing, yeah.
That's just we do not speak of Aricia, okay?
Well, they couldn't do that for a year or two. They were busy, Reign of the Supermen,
going nuts, killing the Guardians.
That Trinity crossover. They were busy.
Sorry, excuse me. So, how do you feel about this issue, Matt? What did they just leave you in the dark, or
was this your first time, Matthew?
Yeah, it was my first time reading all of these issues. I think I definitely picked up some random 0-hour stuff, but not this. I would remember this. Brutal and surprise for you in the fridge, and like all these notes that Cliff left. MF. I'll just call him dead. MF and Cliff, and I'm going to kill you with the flowers. Like it is sadistic for sadisticness purposes, I guess. But yeah, I mean it's pretty much like trial by fire for old Kyle Rayner. Like he's you realize this is not just a game. There's
bad
levels
people
to this. Yeah, bad people
it's
want to kill you for
about
no reason.
heroes based on the West Coast, though. No matter what universe, Marvel or DC, it's always those West Coast heroes that are just a little bit off.
It had been probably, close to 30 years since I'd read this issue. And what struck me most was just kind of how nonchalantly it was done.
And that's how it was in the 90s and even, to the 2000s, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, there wasn't really any buildup. He tried to do some interesting things by having her getting attacked and Kyle saving somebody to show he whatever. But it was just done. It was just this thing that happened. It was treated with such nonchalance that I was just shocked, kind of, really.
It just seemed quick to me because like I guess he said he wanted the audience to care about her, and I'm like, really? We're like 4.
Did we ever? Because I didn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're only like 4 issues in, and it's like I just wonder if he had to pull the trigger because like he said that was supposed to be the impetus for him moving to New York, and he was going to be in the Titans book. So I wonder if just they're like, oh yeah, we're putting him in Titans, in this month, so he had to hurry up and do it, especially with 0 hour in the middle there.
I don't know.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, and then he basically never really fit with Titans, even though you would think he would fit more with Titans based on experience level and all of that. But boom, Grant Morrison's JLA launches with his pretty much a boys' club except for Wonder Woman, and there you go.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
but no, that's like when they were switching out the Titans instead of being like friends and like family and stuff. It was basically they just like threw a bunch of people in there, like Matrix, Supergirl, Howling in there. And of course, still have Donna.
You gotta pair your spares.
Yeah. Well, what? I want to get this in before I forget about it, because I thought I skipped an issue when I jumped into the Guy Gardner issue that we read this week. I'm like, wait a minute, this is what the heck?
Yeah,
going on here?
Yeah. I guess it's the 0 hour.
I
really didn't put 0 hour on the list because really, not really a lot of Green Lantern until the end there.
How ironic.
Yeah.
The universe runs on irony.
DC, it definitely does.
Oh, look who's here to hear his feedback, Russell. Oh, God. Who is this, Matt Kona? I guess the irresistible force metamovable object.
Keep those puns.
I would give him the old suck it, Russell, but
Whoa.
He has a drop for that now, so.
No, he has no. We got the.
Does Russell rebuttal?
Wow.
Does Russell like it long? Does Russell like it hard? Yes.
13 minutes. Yeah, I guess he likes it long. Presented.
Poor old man Ray. See?
Well, yes, love. Oh, good Lord. All right. So, all right. Will, old school Green Lantern fan, what did you think of Cal was like ready to kill Major Force?
No
oversight.
No oversight. When I was rereading it, I was thinking, hey, maybe the ring still has that, you're not going to let you kill anybody thing going on. But no, it just ran out of gas, which again is the one thing that I really, really like about
they got rid
the
of
reboot was
the time
going away from that stupid 24-hour, 24 hours you can do anything,
use
whatever.
As much as you want.
Yeah. Versus it has a gas tank, because that's something that, Jeff Johns kept us when he did Rebirth was the gas tank, which was great. And then of course, getting rid of the yellow impurity because lamps.
Yeah.
Almost as if the yellow impurity went somewhere.
I don't know.
So, any other thoughts on this, or should we get to 55?
Don't read it. You can skip it. Read the cliff notes. You don't need to read this. Just saying.
Yeah, Cal saved some people from the future thing because of 0 hour, and yes, Alex gets killed.
Yeah.
Enough said. Moving on.
In a very misogynistic way. There we go.
All right, we got to get to 55. We got to find out what this green rock is. It's not kryptonite. Green Lantern, Volume 3, 55, September 1994. Lord. Another spoiler. Assault.
A little too on the nose for me.
Assault and battery.
Who wrote this? Matt Kona?
Oh, wow.
Wow. Those are some harsh charges. And the last 2 titles have also been charges, too.
Bucket Lilith.
I believe it's the same team. Yeah, 3 pencilers again. 2 inkers this time, Romeo Tango and Craig Hamilton.
Well, you know that cover took a lot. Those covers took a lot. There was a lot of fine detail there. So
Well, and a lot of big splash pages too.
Yeah, those. I think it really looks like Craig Hamilton's work on that double page splash, and then that single page splash that was right after it. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, because you get a lot in this one. Yes, Cal beats Major Force after the green stone changes into a power battery, and he gets a recharge.
Listen. All I know is the best quote sums it up by why I feel the way I feel about Kyle. Alex is dead because of that ring, and he doesn't deserve it, and he shouldn't want it. Should have just left right then and
there. Who's gonna pick up that ring? Guy Gardner.
You're right. It could be worse. You're right.
John Stewart, Kilowog. Well, no, he's dead,
Kilowog's
but...
Yeah, no, John Stewart's still out there. Well, I mean, he's about to be a Dark Star, but yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a great quote from Dark Stars that I want to talk about from him too, which is like, what? Anyway, we'll get there.
So after the cops force him to fly away, he flies away. The police take Major Force into custody. I love how he's like, just call the government. And when he gets home, he meets Alan Scott. Alan shows him the history of the Green Lanterns and Hal Jordan, and then leaves.
You're in trouble when Alan shows up. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like there was literally no one else.
Yeah, there's no more Green
Hey,
Lanterns.
Grandpa, can you come babysit the kids? I don't know.
But once again,
does anybody have loose baby teeth? I can't be responsible.
Whoa. Once again, it's just like, who else is going to explain the Green Lanterns to him? I mean, you really want Guy Gardner doing it? It's like, yeah, that bozo Jordan went nuts. And oh, no, but then it gets wackier because to lead us into 0 hour, the last page, Superman and Metron show up.
Yeah, whoa.
which for some reason, and I don't know why, on the DC Universe Infinite copy of the issue, they don't put that last page in.
Really?
Yeah, no. It's like if you read issue 0, it's all there, but yeah, at the end, that last page of 55 isn't there. The last thing they show is him like flying off.
Really is starting to be DC finite, not infinite, huh, guys?
Oh my God, who is this? Anybody see that Kyle and Alex couples cosplay going around?
No, I've not seen it. Please tell me it doesn't involve a refrigerator.
A mini fridge.
What do they call that? Corpse bride? No, he has superhero women to date.
Lots of them, apparently. Right?
All right.
Don Troy.
All right. Matt Kona, what did you think of this issue? And did you see the Green Rock thing coming?
Yeah, I think I did. I think we talked about it at the end of the episode. I forgot that it was some sort of a battery. Yeah, I don't know. The old ghost of Christmas past coming to give some... I mean, I guess it was some needed background information for young Kyle. He got a little intel from Soups, but it got spelled out pretty extensively for him, and whatever. It was fine. They got to have some fun with the cover, Green Lantern versus Green Lantern. Typically, there's the classic bait and switch of 90s comic book covers.
It was the 90s.
They're gonna fight. Yeah, not really.
Well, they fought for like one page.
Yeah, he was a little testy about just going through a massive trauma.
Grandpa did not have any patience with him though.
No, he was like, I could have already crushed you by now. All right. Be a little easy on the guy.
I mean, there were like 2 hits. Alan hit Cal and Cal hit the wall.
That's how his fights usually go in the beginning. So
Oh wow!
Oh, burn! But I just wonder too if they were just like, oh, maybe new readers jumped on with Kyle Rayner, so let's
Yeah, I don't know about that, but that's maybe that. But they want you to think. But I don't think everyone's like, oh, a new Green Lantern. I'm going to start reading this book for the first time. But,
Another white guy, I guess.
Yeah.
No, isn't
He's got a black costume.
I mean, they haven't spelled it out yet, but isn't he like half Hispanic?
Oh, much like that original, Hispanic Spider-Man, but he looks white.
Yeah.
Can't be too brown.
Wait, what?
You talking about Spider-Man 2099, Miguel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miguel, but yeah.
Yeah, he's like the same, yes, white as the paper, yes. So again, any other thoughts on this one? I mean, it's again a lot of exposition, but I also wonder too if it's just like, oh hey, did you miss Emerald Twilight? We're like reprint it. I think we're like already reprinting it. So hey, go get the trade.
Go look at that one. Yeah, the thing that that really kind of shocked me. I mean, we're used to previous writer on Green Lantern being very wordy, I think is probably the best way to describe it. And pretty dense storytelling, even though not really a lot would happen at times. It was just a lot of words, lots of panels. These, the issues, from 51 up have been, kind of low 4 to 5 panels per page and pretty breezy, even with some of them having, like a couple of issues having like a double page splash and a couple of single page splashes, so they read a lot faster, and to me they feel more like a modern comic in just the way they're constructed, much more so than what we had before from the previous writer. So
or maybe somebody just didn't want to write their plot and they said, and they fight for 5 pages.
Yeah. So, should we? I know, Lil's the chomping at the bit. Should we get the guy Gardner?
All right.
I just want to say that Killing Time is the perfect way to describe Guy Gardner. I think that should have been the whole name of the comic book. Killing Time with Guy Gardner. I'm just saying.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you read any 0 Hour Map, but yes, some mysterious figure is like basically destroying time at the beginning and end of time, and it's moving towards the middle, and someone's trying to kill all of time so they can rewrite history.
Yeah, no, I
Anytime
definitely
you can
read
put
a bunch.
Mongo
I
together.
read some.
Okay. So
I read some of these. I read some random issues. I guess that they didn't start doing their number zeros for anything that we're covering this week. Maybe that comes later.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
I do remember.
Wasn't 0 Hour? Did it start with number 4?
Yeah, it counts down to 0.
And it counts backwards to 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drove me insane trying to collect those damn things.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Evacuate.
That's not
because
me.
the hurricane season's gone for me. So.
That someone has a car alarm going off.
Nice.
Let me see if I can shut the door. Shut the window. I don't know if it'll do any good. Hang on. Oh my god.
That alarm Matt Kona has on his comics is going off.
Yeah. Hey, it's off.
That's Phil. Luke is like, I just want to woo. No, that is your college funds. I repeat, your college funds.
It's like your mom is up there in my comics app.
Yeah, so the police just arrived and apprehended the suspect.
Nice recovery.
That's what I always like. Whenever you hear a car alarm, it's never, someone's stealing a car. It's just like, some jerk doesn't know how to press the button on his key.
Exactly. It's 2021.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Why get a car alarm? No one is going to help you.
Why you couples hassling me, man? I'm just having a wicked awesome time.
There wasn't a hockey game that you guys won or lost, was it? Then you should be worried.
No, the day ended in Y. Come on. Listen to you, Lilith. You're just like, Miss
Champa Bay. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we don't actually riot, much to my disappointment. I'm always looking for an excuse.
no, I think that's petty jealousy. You got Tom Brady now.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can have them back. Don't tell anybody else I said that, but you can have them back.
You can have that man back.
As long as you take Gronk with you.
Oh.
What, you don't like his party buses?
Listen, he's been on his best behavior down here, which is so disappointing. I was like, yes, we get Gronk. We're gonna have so much juicy gossip and scandal. And now he's been on his best behavior, like Brady spanked him or something and said, hey, don't embarrass me. I brought you down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been my biggest disappointment, honestly. That Gronk's been on his best behavior.
Wonder if there's some kind of clause in his contract.
Florida encourages that, please.
Oh, that's true. It's Florida.
Yeah.
There is
Talk about it.
Florida man is actually a thing, right?
It is.
Seriously, Lilith has dated
only people from Mass though can keep up with us. Not even Jersey. I'm just saying.
Lilith has dated half the Florida men. Then they get thrown out when they say Hulk can beat Superman.
Look, even if you feel like that, just shut your mouth and pretend, man. That's all.
That's her number one question.
What's your most controversial hot take? If they say that, they're out of here.
Man, I don't know how we got here, but speaking of going off the tracks, Guy Gardner Warrior, number 24. September 1994. Yes, Killing Time.
Well, this whole thing is going off the tracks. I mean, come on. Think about it. You got Mongol and Cyborg Superman. Come on.
She's not wrong.
I know.
Plus, you've got Guy Gardner wearing red stretchy armor stuff.
I was like, who is this plastic man? What is going on here?
I was going to say, since issue 1, this is what, the third costume already?
Yeah.
They just really drawing his abs on the cover, okay?
He's
like trying to find out which color compliments him best.
He's like a male Janet Van Dyne, man. He goes through costumes like. And then by the time 0 Hour is over, he's gonna have like that weird tattooed look. Mm-hmm. Which we'll keep for the rest of the time. All right.
Until Rebirth. Sorry.
Yes, I know, William. You're gonna have a while to wait.
I know.
Episode
I
1.
waited 10 years for Rebirth. I'm okay. I'm
Episode
good.
Episode 101. Writer Bo Smith. All right, 5 pencilers on this thing. Mitch Bird, Phil Jimenez, Howard Porter, Mike Parabeck, and Jackson Geis.
Those are all awesome artists.
I know. It's not like it was an oversized thing. It's a regular sized issue, isn't it? 5 artists. Dan Davis had to ink them all. Colorist Stuart Chaffetz, letterer Albert de Guzman, and editor Eddie Berganza. Killing Time. Oh Lord, thought Major Force was bad. Extant takes Steel, Supergirl, Batgirl, and Warrior on a trip through time during the 0 Hour event. In this time trip, Warrior discovers that his girlfriend, Kari Limbo, remember her?
Barely.
Well, yes, he discovers she died in Coast City when Mongol and Cyborg Superman nuked it and turned it into Engine City.
Oh boy. Talk about a rough bunch, am I right? Get it?
Did she actually has she come back? I gotta look that up.
I was gonna say if not before, I'm sure like New 52 or something brought her back. But no, so that's the thing. Remember when we were talking at the beginning of Emerald Twilight, we're like, yeah, why is Hal like all broken up? Yeah, a ton of people died, but like, did anyone he personally know die? You know, maybe some random people at Ferris, but that's it.
He's just really emotional, okay?
Oh.
He didn't have a Snickers around, so what do you want him to do?
Oh God, she will never let that die.
You see the shirt, you know I will never.
Oh yeah, you guys ever see that ad? Yeah, Batman, Superman. You know, they're like fighting Doomsday. And they're like, "Oh, you're not yourself. Here, hey, the Snickers." Then it turns out to be Wonder Woman. Yeah, little.
And then insult to injury. It was those half-ad pages. Insult to injury. Salt in the wound.
I know she was ready to go to war for that. She has never forgotten.
I was this close to catching a flight.
Oh,
headquarters.
Scream it!
All right. So, what did we think of Guy Gardner?
At least it was fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't
fun.
exposition and it wasn't a downer. So.
Oh yeah. Just the list of like characters in this thing.
Now you know why we had 5.
I know. Anthro, Java, Lady Blackhawk, the Rough Bunch, Batlash, Cinnamon, El Diablo, Firehair, Johnny Thunder, Madam 44, Matt.
Why can't Bendis use the Rough Bunch instead of the good character? Say it.
Kona, there's the name. There's a online persona for you, Matt Savage. Oh yeah,
The cream of the crop.
You know what? It looks like she has stayed dead. Strangely enough. I don't believe it, but apparently that's all I'm finding. I did run across something too that during Blackest Night, Alex came back as a zombie, and there was a fridge involved. But I haven't seen it. I just saw it recorded on the Women in Fridges Wikipedia page, so I don't know if that's true or not. But I thought if it did happen, that's harsh,
Hilarious.
man.
Tell me that was written by Gail Simone.
Nope. You know it wasn't. It was just somebody being a douchebag. Like, well, all right. That got everybody riled up. Check this out.
I was going to say, eventually when we get the Blackest Night, yeah, we'll have to check that out. But Carter Limbaugh, I can't believe they didn't bring her back, man. They brought Gnort back. No offense, Kona.
Yeah. Well, I guess we kind of did skip an issue because this thing just jumped right into it.
Well, yeah,
I guess it was 0 hour number 4 is where. Okay,
one of
them. I was like, what the heck? They were down in the jungle after he got his thing.
Yeah, he drank magic potion and got the red armor. Yeah.
Yeah. When you say it like that.
He drank some hard water. We're used to that with red suits. It's okay.
Oh, nice. That 1940s origin. Hey, is that your origin, Lilith? You drink something and get super strength every weekend?
Pretty much.
She's like, this record was sealed. What did you think of this, Matt?
Oh yeah, I agree with Lilith. I thought it was fun. I liked the flashing back to the past and having it be an old-timey style and differently drawn characters. And I liked the alternate dimension Catwoman, non-paralyzed version being involved. And although I did feel a little bit confused, I think they did a pretty decent job of explaining the circumstances in the beginning, why all these random assortment of characters are together, and there's dinosaurs, and yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool. I think that Batman the Animated Series was out around this time, and that's what some of the art kind of reminded me of, as well as got some Archie vibes to it. But,
yeah, Mike Parobeck was an artist on a lot of that stuff before he died, which was quite a loss, but he was a really good artist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, kids. I will give you the quickest summary of 0 hour over here. How Jordan gets himself a fancy man cape and messes with time.
Accept it. It's canon.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Somebody hacked DC Finite and put that in there.
Yeah. I have a question. It's because it's been so long since I've read it. Was Extant supposed to be somebody? Is he revealed as being somebody we already know, or is he just?
Wasn't that Hank Hall?
No,
Hawk, who
think
used to be Monarch, then didn't he become Extant?
I don't remember.
But then it wasn't it in 0 Hour where I don't know, Wave Rider. I don't know, just Wave
Rider.
It was
Yeah.
Power, and like there's like a version of Wave Rider running around. I don't know.
Yeah. But then that goes back to Armageddon 2001, that whole thing with Monarch. So
we'll get there.
Yeah.
Been there, done that on my side anyway.
We're in the middle of that. Oh yeah, that's the thing we were talking about. We started talking. Me and Lilith are going to be covering like all of Armageddon in 2001. It's like there was no Green. It was 1991. No Green Lantern annual. I mean, you think they would like be pimping the new series that's been around for a year, but no.
They had too many moving parts on that one, though.
I know, but that's the thing. There was no Green Lantern annual. There was no Wonder Woman annual. But Hawk and Dove got an annual.
Where are they now? Where are they now?
Well, Legion got an annual, but not Green Lantern.
I know. Who was? Let's see. That in 2001 was Winnick writing it at that point.
Wait, what?
Was Judd Winnick writing Green Lantern in 2001?
Well, no, this is the 1991 annual, so.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, so. Yeah, no, it was He Who Will Not Be Named that was writing the book, yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, it had just started. You're right.
I love how we have a Voldemort.
Yeah.
Well, you know what he's in prison for, so yeah.
Yeah.
And now that we're done with his issues, we never have to speak of him again.
That's right. Yeah, that is weird. You would think that they would have launched an annual with it, but
editorial decisions, man.
I mean, you got your usual 3 Superman annuals, 2 Batman annuals, but again, but Wonder Woman didn't go on either. No, wasn't Wonder Woman selling at the time?
Honestly, I could never tell you about Wonder Woman. You would think that she was, but
let's see. If this was 91, she was relaunched in 87, so George Perez was probably still doing the art and the writing, right?
Maybe he didn't want to.
Now
they do have that kind of certain writers do have cachet when editorial comes to them. Hey man, we're doing a crop. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, he's a big enough name. He could probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Was Armageddon 2001 before or after War of the Gods? Wasn't that late in his run, or was that mid? I don't remember. I've slept since then.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I know Armageddon came at a weird time, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look this up. War of the Gods. Oh, it was War of the Gods was September through December 1991. So.
Oh, see, they just missed it.
So maybe that's why she wasn't in it, because they were doing War of the Gods, which also crossed into a lot of books.
I can just I can just see somebody trying to sell Armageddon 2001 right now, as a trade or something. Come with us to the far-flung future of 2001. No.
Well, no, I'm surprised.
I'd go back in a heartbeat, to be honest.
Don't be surprised, because when Flash comes back in November, the first 5 episodes, they're gonna have all these guest stars, and the event is called Armageddon.
That's his reason for our torture.
I said they missed their big opportunity not naming it Armageddon 2021.
They don't want to date it though, too, for like future syndication purposes.
I guess. Yeah, but meanwhile, they talk about all the time travel stuff. Okay, 2024, Lilith, they always do that thing.
Well, they messed up on that. They really realized, like, ooh.
Well, Crisis kind of wiped that away.
Yeah.
Well, they may reboot their entire universe 1 or 2 more times before then. So what do they care, right?
Oh, boy, Flash.
All right, so should we get to the Dark Stars issue?
You bet.
We do get John Stewart and Donna Troy. Whoa. All right, September, Dark Stars 24, September 1994. Time for Every Purpose. Writer Michael Jan Friedman, penciler Mike Collins, inker Ken Branch, color Steve Matson, letterer Bob Pinaha, and editors Paul Kupperberg and Jason Hernandez Rosenblatt. And I can't believe they gave us a synopsis for Guy Gardner, but there's no synopsis for this one. So,
Dang.
what did everyone think?
I'm glad that they were ending with this one.
Yeah.
I mean, Jon Stewart gets his new armor.
Well, but he's had it forever, it appears. That quote from him, I used to be a Guardian, now I'm a Dark Star. But that was a long time ago. It was like, it was like 5 seconds ago, dude. Come on. What are you talking about?
That's what we said last
Time is meaningless.
Well, that's what we said last week. He literally wakes up on Oa, in the mosaic, and it's like, oh, hey, my ball, all my power's gone, my ring's gone, Katma's gone. Oh, well. And then, like, the Dark Stars come to get him.
I'm bummed I missed Court Martial. The issue before this. Slightly better.
Yeah. Well, again, this is 0 hour tie-in, so it's like.
That's why it's so poopy.
Yes.
I mean, crowbarred. Oh, but we get our friend Entropy back.
Yeah, from the Third Law crossover because, yeah.
It's like, now's my chance. There's no more Green Lanterns.
Wow.
All I'm saying is Donna Troy didn't deserve that.
No.
She didn't deserve. She didn't have to join the team. Poor Donna.
Well, she got put through the ringer for no good reason.
Well, that's what I keep saying. Where the sales on
she has boobs. That's the reason.
You hit it on the nose there.
1994. Get out of here. No, I was gonna say I'm always like, were the sales on this book horrible? Because we're dropping Donna Troy in this book, Jon Stewart. It's like, hey, look, here's characters you knew from before, kids.
I remember buying the first few issues of this because I just thought, well, you had Travis Charest on the art, who is just freaking. He was even freaking awesome, when he first started. So the art was amazing.
Oh yeah, especially on a lot of those covers. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seemed like they were kind of expanding a little bit of their cosmic stuff, which was kind of cool, even though they were based on Earth. But after a while, I think I think the rotating artist started pretty quickly after he left, but I don't remember how long I kind of stuck with it, but I don't think it was very long. I mean, but the writer's a good writer. Yeah. It's just,
But again, this is a crossover.
Yeah, this is a crossover.
Although it's timey-wimey, so we get an appearance by Abin Sur, who we haven't seen since episode 1.
That's right. He gets to die all over again. Every issue now.
So what did you think, Matt?
I don't know. I mean, the last one, I didn't have the most positive things to say about. And this, while it was cool to see Jon Stewart again with his new outfit post Green Lantern, it's I don't know. It's just a lot of weird. And is this Hal? What is this? That was unexpected, and I'm still confused. I don't know if I completely believe it. But yeah, I mean, even his voice, just seeing the lining to the word bubbles. Is that what he sounds like? Gone mad with power, the power maker, the energy taker, or whatever they refer to him as. I don't know.
This was so bland. I thought I was reading about that one Marvel character named Dark Star from the Soviet Super Soldiers. Just saying. If you know, you know.
No rush now.
We know.
Oh, no, don't bring up Star Blast.
You brought it up, man.
Although, we did get some gifts from Star Blast,
They aren't even attempting to enter our offices.
The The gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
He goes limp in my grip.
Oh, and then we get, of course, just like in a lot of the other books, you get that Superman hologram. It's like, hey, does this look at chunky Superman? Does this hologram make my butt look big?
Yeah, I thought that was a weird. I mean, the rest of the characters all look pretty much on model, and you can recognize them. But I'm like, what the heck is that?
Human proportions, and all of a sudden,
Listen, what do you expect from a collective called Nemo? Like, I'm just saying.
I guess you could say, oh, it's like a projection or whatever. And Cal's still working on that ring. But then at the end of the issue, just like with all the 0 hours, everything fades to white. Because
I had a question about that. If they were, say, that's 22 pages of comics, right? And that last page is just a blank page. Did the artist get paid for that? Did the inker get paid for that? The writer?
They shortchanged everybody.
Well, probably at least a page of that was maybe like a letters column or something. So
maybe.
DC, they were cutting corners any way they could.
Oh, if it was the old DG Chichester, just instead of fight, they fight for 10 pages. It's
fade to white.
So the writer might have got paid for that, Will.
Yeah. The artist is like, son of a.
I mean, unless they got paid the same amount, but just, hey, you don't have to pencil it flat the last page or two. Okay,
yeah, that would be great, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't do that. But you never know; they could have, but I doubt it.
They might have been generous. It was the 90s. It's not like they were Marvel going bankrupt. They were riding high in 94. They could afford to throw in an extra page for the artist.
That's true. I mean, the death of Superman really energized.
Definitely put some coins in those coffers. I think they're living off the interest of that. If we're all going to be honest here, we're just all living off the interest of Death of Superman.
Oh yeah, 94. They're definitely living off that Death of Superman and Batman Nightfall money. Who is this? I appreciate from Ron Mars' stuff, more concise scripting.
If you want to binge read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that probably is Russell, which I don't know why his name's not showing up now. But yeah, because he got the first trade paperback.
I can't read Green Lantern in trade. I just can't. I don't know what it is. It's hard.
I really liked reading Morrison and Sharp's The Green Lantern in trade. It seemed to.
Oh, Grant Morrison.
Because Morrison is so Morrison-y, Having
he should be a verb. I agree. And an adjective.
Sorry. They. Morrison is they.
Yes.
I need to get the proper pronoun here. I apologize.
Stay tuned for JLA.
They're just out there so that when you can sit down and read it in a chunk, you can kind of go back. If you're trying to, I would find it really difficult, and I just didn't do it. To read Green Lantern month to month. I would buy the issues, but then I would wait and get the hardcover and read that all at once, just because there's so much usually going on.
Yeah.
The modern era, I like to just sit with it, especially this new stuff that just recently been coming out. I'm glad that you need to sit with it and think about it.
Yeah. The new stuff is really good. Jeff Thorne is doing a really good job. The only thing
that's missing is Cal Rayner. I agree, sir.
Yeah.
If you wanted me to leave, that's all you had to say.
No, I feel like he really knows where he's going. He's got the story all mapped out. It's going to be his 11 or 12 issues. I feel like it's sagged a little in the middle here, but the only reason I think I feel that way is because we're reading it month to month. I think if you're reading it, as 2 trades, it won't feel like that. But the month to month, it's like, okay, I want my next chapter. I want the next thing now. Okay.
Will just wants his next hit. He wants his next fix. That's all.
Give me my fix. I need my Green Lantern fix.
Well, I think like you said a couple weeks back, it's like, again, reading month to month, it's like, well, I come for the Green Lantern for ring stuff. And, most of these rings are burnt out now. So it's like, I want rings.
But, I mean, Even
Go
though we
steal
did
some
some
from
for
Brady. It'll be all right.
yeah, we get some
Oh!
stuff. But you know, the discussion between Sinestro and Joe, I thought was really, really well done. You know, because Sinestro's
Look, listen, Sinestro's done nothing wrong in my opinion, and you can judge me for that. But
Oh, you mean that whole speech? You know, yeah. If it wasn't me. If it was me, I would have carved my name in that planet.
aspirational, Sinestro is.
yes,
Talk about your fancy.
lawful evil.
Yeah, you could tell. He's like a chaotic evil man. He's just twirling that mustache.
We're doing me now.
No trouble. All right. So I'm sorry, Russell, but should I just tack his feedback onto the end of the episode when this releases?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I gotta go soon.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
bedtime, so
Yeah.
Russell,
Thanks for the feedback, Russell.
I will.
10
Russell,
minutes. Keep it long, keep it strong.
I will listen off air.
Yeah.
Underwater.
Yes, I will tack it on to the end of the podcast episode, Russell. So yes, everyone stay tuned for Russell's 13-minute feedback.
Yes, it's a credit scene, post-credit scene.
Wow,
right.
even Marvel don't go that long.
Bonus material.
Oh, that's right. Oh, this is what the director's cut or whatever.
There we go.
Donner or Snyder. You be the judge.
Oh,
Sector 2814, the Russell cut. But yeah, no, he, like I said, he's starting at Emerald Twilight and like catching up on feedback. So
cool.
So 48 through 55. So Will, you can listen back when it hits the podcast and relive the fun of Emerald Twilight.
Right there, man. Right there.
In the quantum zone? Okay. All right. So yes. Next time, of course, we're talking 0 hour. So next week, Green Lantern #0, Guy Gardner #0, and Dark Stars #0.
Is there a commonality there that I'm maybe missing? Maybe.
Yeah.
It's the final countdown.
There is zero commonality, Will.
Nice.
All right, kids. So, yeah, send your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast, on Facebook, on Twitter. Join Book of Oa, our Facebook fan group. Find links to all of the social medias for all the various shows we do. Lilith's on a few of those.
Not me.
Oh, she's like, I don't know you. I don't know you. Links to this the YouTube channel, so you can see, you know, all the pretty faces, the Lilith Hellfires, the Maconas, that eye candy Charlie Esser on other shows. So yes, so please subscribe to the YouTube. Most importantly, please subscribe to the Patreon. Once again, the Guardians are no more. We're on our own, so charging our ring on our own. So yes, please, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Again, interviews are going up there. Lilith and I talk to Mr. D.G. Chichester on a monthly basis. And if you boys want to get involved next year, every month we're going to be doing superhero movie brackets. We're going to take like a list of the worst superhero movies and do it bracket style till we get to the worst. Who will it be? Will it be 2015 Fantastic?
Place your bets, your friendly wagers.
Will it be 2015 Fantastic Four? Will it be Steel? Will it be Catwoman? We'll find out. All right. So yes, links to that, or you can go check out our merch at Teespring, cups, shirts, phone cases, and much more coming. So find all of that all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. All right, special guest Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you?
Ooh, when I'm not talking superhero stuff with Phil, and remember to tweet, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok making hate comments about Zack Snyder at Lilith Hellfire69. What's a mouthful? The big finish. He wishes it was a mouthful.
All right, Grizzly Adams himself, Matt Kona. Where can people find you?
You can find me in the woods with no service, where I was a few days ago. I might as well have no service. I'm not. I'm on Instagram at Matt Kona. That's where you'll see some stuff. Twitter, Facebook. It's not interesting. So there I am at Matt Kona on Instagram.
The
Still
yin
not that
to
interesting.
yang.
Yeah.
What?
So it's still not that interesting, but maybe I'll post some Dark Hawk pictures, but probably not.
Just making his dog.
Just give us our comedy routines, Matt. Jeez.
I'm sleepwalking through it. You know.
He makes that dog fight every morning. It was like dog fight.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a heel turn.
Heel turn.
Oh,
It's a bit of a heel turn.
all right. Will Allred, Master of the Core, Master of the Quantum Zone, Master of the Crossover Division. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Walred at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook, and I think I even have an Instagram. I should really start putting stuff on there, but I haven't done it yet. So that's at WALLRED. If you want to support Crossover Division, you can go to crossoverdivision.com. The second issue, I think, is printed at this point, so it'll be winding its way through the mail to be delivered soon. So I'll be doing fulfillment.
I was going to say, did Ray support it again? We'll see how long it takes to get to Australia this time.
I don't think we can send stuff to Australia at the moment.
Sure.
You can also support Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. And, we talked about Quasar a little bit. Not the best Quasar, but we talked about it. So if you want to check out anything about Quasar, you can find all kinds of cool stuff at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party.
5 inches, maybe.
And bring that Marvel Legends figure to America already. Come on.
Yes, please.
Our Quasar figure with the removal of quantum bands and head. Come on.
Why don't they want American nerds money?
I don't
Exactly.
know. UK, is it in Canada? It's like you can buy them on eBay, Lilith, but it's going to be like with shipping and everything, like $40 or $50.
That's nothing. Just bite the bullet, boys. Be a true nerd and overpay for something you really want.
Coming from this, how many Funkos do you have now, Will Felfire?
127.
Oh,
Nobody tell the dogs.
Oh, they're not getting their filet mignon this week.
I've got to find me a Hal Jordan Funko now, and that's going to have to go up on here on the
The
bookshelf.
Jon Stewart one's $30. I can only imagine what the Hal one's going to be.
Yeah, I was looking at. I think a Hal's expensive. I thought you were getting that 3-pack, Lilith.
It's in the cart. I'm going to get it. I just gonna wait till payday.
Oh, speaking of Lilith, these nerds want to know, when are we getting more What the Funko feedback?
I think when my Jon Stewart finally comes in the mail, this is what happens when you order from eBay and not Amazon. So yeah. And then I also have an Alan Scott one that I can do too. So soon.
Cool. I won't take it personal if you don't ever buy a Hal one. I understand.
I was gonna say I showed the last ones, but then I got the 90s Wonder Woman, and then with the jacket and everything, and then
Danielle's gonna blame me for your addiction, and I don't appreciate it, Philip.
You probably can't see it, but I got the Iraq Knight one. That cross between Spider-Man and some character.
Nobody tell Ray.
I think he has that one. Anything tangentially Moon Knight, he has.
Tricky Dicky.
All right. Thank you for joining us, kids. And thank you for joining us, Little Hellfire.
Yes, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
All right, kids, come back for triple zeros next time.
I prefer triple D's, but whatever.
You're saying we're a trio of zeros? Is that a self-deprecating advertisement?
It wasn't, but I guess now it is.
All right. Okay.
Way to shatter my self-confidence. All right, kids. Come back next time. And remember, look both ways before opening that fridge.